Hey everyone. Oh, the insanity continues. Wow. Just when you think you might have even come close to reaching peak political correctness, well, yeah, we're definitely not there yet. And this is just further proof of that. CBC News, this one out of New Brunswick. Headline: New Brunswick Village removes straight pride flag amid backlash. Black and white flag flew over small community for roughly 1 day. It's being reported by Elizabeth Fraser, October 22nd, 2018. Residents in a central New Brunswick village are seeking an apology from officials who allowed a straight pride flag to be raised in the center of town. The appearance of the flag, which was taken down after almost a full day, was met with outrage from some residents, but the man who helped raise it says it wasn't meant to hurt the LGBT community of Chipman, a village of some 1,100 people about 60 kilometers east of Fredericton. Chipman resident Glenn Bishop and 11 others met over the past few months to find ways to show support for straight people. "We are not against the gay pride people at all," Bishop said. "I'm not against gay people. Anybody's sexual preference is their choice." Bishop told CBC News he went to the mayor about 2 months ago and asked to fly the flag. He said, "Sure, we represent all groups of people, and I agree with that," said Bishop. The flag, which depicts interlinked male and female symbols on a background of black and white horizontal lines, has been raised by some conservative groups in the U.S. in response to gay pride events. Less than half an hour after it was taken down, Bishop arrived and asked, "Who took down my flag?" Members of the LGBT community who were standing there said, "We did," and an altercation ensued. Bishop argued that he never meant to offend anyone and that they were being sensitive. Others said he didn't understand how the flag makes light of the struggle of being gay or non-binary. "You're against them by putting the flag up?" Area resident Matt Miller told Bishop. "There's no such thing as straight pride." Miller said he's happy to see the flag is down, but he still expects an apology from the mayor and council. Mayor Carson Atkinson has not yet responded to a request for comments from CBC News. And no wonder, because we know and he knows what you're going to try to do to him, CBC. You're going to try to do just like this LGBT person, or these people that are supposedly representative of the LGBT community, did to this man. And basically trying to paint him as being what? A homophobe or anti-gay or anti-LGBT. Once again, we're seeing time and time again, who are the real people that lack tolerance here, folks? We constantly hear the mainstream media and the establishment political parties and their pundits that aligns with them constantly suggesting that, oh no, it's all like white males or straight people. We're all the most intolerant, authoritarian, oppressive bunch, right? Meanwhile, every example we've seen presented to us shows the exact opposite. No, it's the straight white male that's constantly being told that, hey, you have no right to say anything what you got to say. Get the hell to the back of the bus where you belong. That's the only place we want to see you. And as a matter of fact, while you're back there, shut the hell up and don't ever open your mouth. That's what we're seeing constantly, right? I mean, this is just reality, folks. Obviously, I didn't make any of this stuff up. This is just another pure example of how this pretense of tolerance, no. Listen. The fact that the LGBT community now has that kind of power, that kind of influence, that kind of sway, just like feminists have that much power, that much sway in today's world. Well, since it was the patriarchy that controlled everything throughout all of history, well, apparently the patriarchy gave these people a whole lot of power, because obviously if the patriarchy had this position of power and influence that they could suppress everyone or oppress everyone, well, how the hell did everyone else gain so much entitlement, such a mentality of entitlement, if that's the case? Well, you know that's not the case. Men are pretty decent. Well, most men. I'm not going to say all men, because, yeah, there are some bad people out there, male, female, and of all stripes, backgrounds, races, and sizes. But most men are decent enough that, yeah, of course, even though I don't agree with LGBT, like I might not want my kids to be one of them, right? Or whatever the personal preference might be. But they're like, hey, to other people, hey, you do your thing, whatever. But if you're allowed to do your thing, well, shouldn't I be allowed to do the exact same thing? I mean, if you're allowed to have gay pride and all these parades and the promotion of being LGBTQ or whatever all these extra ones that are now coming to fruition, well, can't straight people be a little bit proud too of just being heterosexual? I mean, you're the ones that want to play politics. And you know what? Just like in past, this is new, right? So in the past, men were more than willing to let everyone else have all the spotlight shine upon them and have all this power and influence afforded to them. But now, like I say, all the people that these supposedly white men that are all oppressive and the patriarchy that have given everyone else all these powers, well, the people have taken those powers and now are saying, oh, not thanks for it. No, now we're going to use it against you. Like I said, folks, this, and I'm personally, don't even try to delve me into this, because I have no issues whatsoever with people that are LGBTQ. I mean, as a libertarian, I just don't give a crap. I really don't care one way or the other. You can do your own thing as long as you're not using violence, force, coercion, or anything, or stealing from me. I mean, like I say, none of this stuff matters to most people. I mean, we all have so much stuff we have to deal with in our own lives. Like, as if we have time, even if we were against LGBT, who has the time to take out of their daily lives to even worry about this stuff? Most people don't, which is why you don't hear much pushback from, straight men against LGBT anymore. Like, nobody, because most of the people, it's just, even the people that are vehemently against it, I would even talk to some of those people, like, it's just, whatever. There's lots of battles I got to fight, and that's one that it just doesn't matter enough to me. Which is why, like I say, obviously, the people on the other side have been fighting all along to gain power and authority and recognition. Well, now that they've gained it, well, look how they want to use it. To suppress or silence the people that have stayed on the sidelines and allowed them to gain this much power and influence and so-called authority. Anyways, I'll place a link to this article in the description of the video below. But I mean, come on, folks. It's not about whether you're for LGBT, against, or for straight or against. It's you do you be you, you do you, and I'll be me, and I'll do me. It's all about individual rights and freedoms, right? If we just respect that, then, like I say, have your LGBT prides and raise your pride flags, but just have that reciprocal attitude and allow everyone else to do the same. If you want your individual rights and freedoms, which you should rightfully have, because they are, as far as I'm concerned, inalienable, then you have to afford them to the people that might not share your own particular sexual preferences, namely heterosexuals, right? It's all about being universally consistent. If you're going to have principles or morals, ethics, or even laws, well, they have to be universal and expanded out to us all. Not just a particular group, but to everybody. It's a Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.